It's locked in, and it's Gentlemate's choice of where they want to take this. 4 players towards the spawn, and it's Mini. On his way, wrapping around. He'll be contesting with Boaster. Boaster is still able to sit in this position. There'll be stars online late, and so the time is very much an issue. You can't allow them to run that clock down lower, but as they go for the fights, they lose everything. With Boaster, gives himself that little angle, knows the first is a decoy, steps on his right. He's not heard them though, Kayak. Able to swing through and take the kill for free. A 4v4 with the A-site plant seemingly guaranteed at this point. The smokes up top will keep mates back, and still 2 players in mid. They'll want to group up. Oh, that could have been a disaster.
Looking to get into that after bomb.
Spike planted.
So we'll eventually have... There's been a couple of opportunities here, but in the end it's Boaster to put the advantage with that attack side. Kayak still aggressive, dancing perfectly around the bullets. The drone will spot out where he is, but it doesn't seem to matter. He's so patient with it, doesn't panic in any of these scenarios. While the panic has set in for Gentlemates, realizing that holding onto these guns is far more important than anything else.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, man! He's punished Robbie. The wide swing out to check if he was still there. Cadaver's sticking about, and it looks like he'll get a reward. No one else close by to hunt him down, so
even still, they're right back into that same post bomb. As said, like, this was one of the things that was tougher, was just getting into those sites. They have succeeded every single round in getting into a post-plant scenario. All of them looking to try and build up from the corner. There's a crossfire holding. They're trying to clear out, but will they expect a second? No, they won't. Kayak with a clean double. And look at those post-plant players already just sitting back. The aggressive work has been done. Now they have to try and clear out all of the, well, the classic FNATIC, the rap FNATIC, sat back with every single piece of utility you could ever desire. And if that's not enough, you got Chronicle with an op.
This one is done, and for Mini, no contention of the site. Then Kayak goes in, pops the shorty on the back of the Hunter's Fury, gets the kill, and mates are left again on the back foot. And 2 back feet.
Yeah, it's going from bad to worse. Click wanting to try and make his presence known, but ends up basically ending the round in its tracks. And I don't know. I think this might just be
the solution?
Completely going, we're going to go A every single round until you stop us. And right now, mates don't have that solution. The aggression, FNATIC were just happy to wait. Like, okay, you can try and use utility to push us. We're going to hold as a 4-player stack.
From FNATIC to go A, I mean, it's been such a strong hold for mates every single time. Mates had left it open. They're playing for the retake this time, much more consciously. Alpha spotted that. Blood in the water, but he backs out. The drone sent him scared.
Oh, Kayak's scared though! He pop flashes himself in and takes 2 down. They're not even getting out of their own spawn at this stage. Finally, they've managed to at least take down the double duelist, but as said, you get rid of the double duelist.
One enemy remaining.
I'm sorry, what? I was gonna say, you have to deal with the post plant.
No.
He doesn't catch them, and he's missed them. He's missed them just about. He's still wrapping him from behind, but it seems like he's given the information over to the rest of the team. Zipan now has, well, he thought he had them boxed, but instead, he was the one trapped in. And in fact, utility being expended, but Alpha yet to go over the top. You thought the FNATIC were trapped. It turns out it was the other side that was trapped. Finally, Chronic, yeah, he's going to end it with the operator again. They walked through. He's just walked through. Kayak has walked through.
What?
Yeah, that's not a decoy. That is actually Kayak. He is on the top of the site. He's going to take down 2. He still doesn't realize that Mini's at the front. This is a very weird round. Oh, Alpha is pulling out style points. He's going to get a plant down on the A site again if he wants to.
Will this be the first A-site plant we've seen, Tom?
I'll have to ask Kukuka for the stats.
We'll have to get the stats up after the game. 10 seconds.
Running back hasn't come back online.
We need them back to figure it out.
Spike planted.
Okay, both going up rope, both into heaven, sticking it together. From mates' perspective, they're doing the right thing. They've grouped up, they're making the retake. They've already made it to the spike, but the problem here, man, you're certain that this squad is on the other side. You're certain that they're playing this towards main, and in fact, they're not. There we go. They've denied Cadaver the defuse, and Click assumes Boaster must be in the spawn! But, It's a bit of a different vibe here. I have to be honest with you. Big push coming out from mates. They get one, and Chronicle shows us the same face he's brought to that stage all month long. 11th round seeming certain with the Blade Storm online yet again, but it won't find its mark. Zipan steps up, 25 HP. Robbie BK's in there. Mates, finally, it seems, have found the solution. Now, the last guy, they might suspect this. He's in the spawn. Actually, Cadaver just heard him.
Just for the flawless game, Mitch.
And it's Boaster. Not a death on the board who stands in their way. Two players, Kadavra and Robbie BK, they've cleaned up so far. Diffuse has started. Wild spam from Boaster, and he hasn't stopped it. Gravwell goes into play. That's bought him at least a little bit more time. It's ticking fast, and Kadavra's down. It's just one who stands in his way, and no more! Boaster unyielding in the face of...
And well, guess what? They've got the dimensional drift. Now, I am looking at Alfia on the other side of the map. But that spike is still heading their way in. Zipan's had enough. He's put Kayak in the dirt, and actually, the defensive side are pushing up middle. There's a chance they catch the players with the spike, but Boaster, his timing will be utterly perfect. He's been provided by the flash, though. And it could be the Gentle Mates are going to shut them down in the final round of the half.
Oh, hell, it is a lifeline, a single lifeline, if they can convert it. Already, the first man has fallen. The op of Alfier, though, flanked out by Kadavra, leaves Boaster. He's in the spawn, and it might be his first death of the half. In fact, it looks like it will be. They have finally dealt with Boaster. Let's push up. It's a bait for Mini. They were expecting it as well. Chronicle wise to those tricks, but Mini still able to double up, and a string of kills for mates. That must be the most dominant round we've seen from them.
Who's next?
Ult used, gate crash to gain space. Mini's already spotted one, looking for the site clear though, and there it is. One spotted up there. Second gate crash put out so he can claim some space. And in fact, the space is given up, but Kayak will not have an easy run of it. Mini shredding him. Kadavra with another. That's Chronicle down in middle, making these rotations a little bit more strenuous for this squad. Alpha and Crashies have to peek it together. Boaster has to concede his space because his teammates aren't with him that quick. And with all these things going wrong, 5 players alive for mates, no information on the site, limited utility for the retake.
On this one.
He's sticking around. Doesn't look to be deterred. Damage done, but no kill. Click still alive, and Mini from afar claiming that they're ready for Boaster, but he's still able to land at least the one and get out alive. That's put things back to equal footing. A late play from Zipan. It's about to be spotted. Alpha steps in. What a reaction. Wonderful shot, and the advantage now for the defenders. Robbie BK takes note of that, and they don't want to sit back anymore. It's time to get aggressive and bring the fight to their opponents, but now backing off a little bit. They didn't see the contact they wanted, and the time starting to tick. Backside control by 2. There's utility on its way. Click has to cover the cross, and he will not find anything. Big swing from Kadavra. He's good for 1, but another big play needed. He's already picked up 2, but around the back comes Chronicle. And with plenty of time left, I think when they're this direct, yeah, very, very likely reveal first, just to try to grab that extra information for placement. They haven't spotted anyone, and Kayak was in the smoke, waiting for Mini to take that great gate crash. A great read, indeed. 12-5. And FNATIC have the advantage, not just in rounds, but in players. They can wait now for the whole unit to be here. Click has managed to sneak himself up close, though. He's got support.
The Hunter's Fury sent through to disrupt, but it's Kayak again, still keeping them in that lead. And now Robbie BK, the leader, to try and hold on. Going to utilize the drone. Shown in the past already. Alfia is looking for that early fight. I thought he was going to dissipate before getting the kill, but just about quick enough.
Oh, that's another danger that's going to be in the back of your mind as the game goes on. We haven't seen the half of it yet. Chronicle's breach has been terrifying, but it's the stun on the other side that does the damage. Crashies caught in the open. Free kill for Click. The squad falls back. Both players who pushed main now on the site looking to maintain control of Heaven. There is a trap wire. Click seems to want to peek ahead of it, at least confirming that there are still players on this side of the map, and, well, that's to stop them blast packing into that position, of course. A very calculated grenade. Dodging the stun, though, is Mini, and a wonderful follow-up with 2 quick headshots. This round may just be put to bed by that.
Last player standing.
Already, Althea now dropped and is left onto Boaster. Much quicker to get his first death by coming up alongside it. Deep smoke being utilized. Kayak's gonna play above. And well, the quick reactions of the duelists, but there's a trade. It was a pinch on that side of the map. Kayak's now got a gamble based off teammates' information where he can retreat to. Mini, however, has doubled back around, managing to put this into a 3v3 scenario, and the space has not been garnered by FNATIC.
Yeah, this is better for them, though. They got Orban, went back, and Zipman just made steps. I thought they heard it. It looked like they did, but it certainly seems like they didn't. No idea there was a man there, and now a flash popped around the corner into his own utility. It was a nice play, but it hasn't worked out. And it's the drone from main. You're telegraphed that these players, at least one is inside main. Probably the Raze is going to be with you, right? Let's reveal. They could be on the site. They do check sand, but Kayak gets one, runs down the clock. 2 shock darts for Crashies. The first already lands. It's a danger. It's a threat. Robbie's healthy enough. He's waiting for the peak. He's waiting for that extra shock dart for Crashies to go swinging, but Crashies is confident that he's taking him off the spike. Crashies playing it to perfection. Faking the rotation away, taking the rope to his teammates. Those smokes not online just yet, though. Not up top, at least, to give Zipan an angle, but it's Robbie BK who shuts down the first leg of the push. Now they get close to the door, wanting to fight in and catch Boaster as he sprays back through the door. He's not expecting that much aggression. A 3v5 now for FNATIC, and Crashies is looking for some kills.
Alpha's managed to bring back one. 2 players isolated to the site. Chronicle gets another. No opportunity for trades. These are 1v1 fights. They're handing them to those individuals on FNATIC, and you better believe they're going to win them.
I'll find you.
From a huge advantage down to a 2 versus 2. They know where Althea is, but Chronicle manages to sneak his way forward into a close corner, an off angle, but it's expected. Even still, Alpha's landed. Another shot again! And it will be 3 for him in the round. Definitely makes things more difficult from FNATIC. They'd have to plan for where they're going to play that post spawn. In fact, even trying to get a bit more aggressive in towards the spawn. That hasn't worked out for them. I don't think Boaster's long for this world in any stance. And well, it now comes down to Kayak and Crashies, but even getting the plant in without having any control, it's just not possible.
Door opens as well. You still know they're towards main, and now boxed in with Mini locking in the south side rotation. There's nowhere to take this for free. A battle up against at least 2 players wherever they take it. 30 seconds on the clock. Kayak wants to go to spawn. Crashy's going the other way. Kayak needs to win these duels. That's the spike. That would be the round. 20 seconds now as they thin out the herd a bit, but Crashy's, he's left out in no man's land. If he finds value, this could turn the tide of the round. But if he goes down, it's done. A showstopper and a Hunter's Fury. Plenty to help them out in the late round. Only 1 player spotted by that ult. Now alarm bells are ringing. Where's that second player? They're looking for him. Will they check the right angle, though? The nade puts pressure on, brings Kata to the open. They've heard the shot. The showstopper, it lands! Zipman's down! And damage is being done to Mini. This round should have been impossible. There was no question of which way it would go, but somehow we're here with Kayak. 4 kills on the board, and mates, they're not even gonna go for it. The investment and the return upon it, mind-boggling. And there it is, Boaster's on the board. He's got his first kill in the spawn. What a shot. Now they move to the site slightly stacked up, though. Some utility waiting. Mini's in a bit of trouble. They know he's here. They're right up on him. Crashies, Alpha showing up, leaving Cadaver to grasp at straws. That's 2 and almost a third. That was very close indeed, but not close enough, because despite that big performance, that's the only performance that mates have had in this round. Other than that, the show is canceled. We move on to tomorrow night. 5-2 looking likely. It's Robbie BK to try to put a wrench in FNATIC's plans.
I'll find you.
Can he put one back on the board? I think they need it for the morale at this point. Already trying to force out, but with both of these ultimates online, it's never going to be easy. They might not even need them. The dart revealing the Molotov onto the spike. This is the post plant of FNATIC. It's never going to be easy from this stage. Best team in EMEA and Heretics. And while Boaster, he's now under serious pressure. Again, we've talked about this aggression. This is what had the success for the defense, and Cadaver is going to give them that advantage. Chronicle even swinging back in, and it looked like a chance, but they have been slaughtered. Mentioned a 1v5. Thankfully, it is going to be denied. There is that clear. Actually comes through from the defensive side, and already Click is going to go down. This leaves Mini in a very awkward position, and in fact, they've had to fall back at least a little bit. Maybe not enough as Kayak is cleaning up.
Yeah, those smokes as well. That's where they had to fall back into, so it leaves one guy out in the open. Easy punish for FNATIC. Orbital strike used. It's not going to be on point. Kadabra is still ready to take that ground and hold it with both hands. It's Boaster alone against two. Spike down on the site, 50 seconds. He's got the time. And Robbie BK's peeking. He's given the chance away. On the mini-map, it might have looked like an easy trade, but Kadabra was down below. And Boaster, well, he has no idea. Last spotted on the opposite side. Kata, where's he going? Is he expecting the A rotation? I think it's the right call. And it is.
Look, Boaster, perfect tandem. Literally almost aligned on the map.
It's perfect. That's a straight line.
It's whether or not
he's going to be here.
Both players start to second guess. That's the real question. And the cross for Boaster's going to be tough. He's going to walk straight into his opponent. Kadabra with the perfect read. Aggressive takes. The only problem is not having that ability to escape. They don't want to at this point. The stun from Zipan. We mentioned that role swap. He has been doing work, putting that utility into play. With a Rolling Thunder now available, him staying alive is important. He's got to be careful that he doesn't miss the timing. They are looking to swing in behind him. It's actually his teammate that loses his life.
Kayak's gotten himself a double. This is FNATIC in the lead now. Just 5 health on Kayak with the
He got naded out.
Robbie's down below with nowhere to go. Showstopper was even fired in for security. Not quite needed. Mini's the last one alive, and done. They suspect that players could be close to the door. The stun goes through. The flash is perfect. And Click. No, it's actually the stun now, but it doesn't matter. Click's not using any of that utility. He's just firing on all cylinders. That's a quick double before he gets taken out. Out the air, revealed, forced back, flashed. Everything's coming his way. A Prowler on him, and it's caught him too. Can't see a damn thing, and he'll eventually be put to bed. A bombardment of utility comes out of Gentlemates, and that gets them north side control. With Main having been stalled out, it's not really anywhere from FNATIC's perspective to go with this. It's a 2v4, Tom. Mates shouldn't lose this.
No, we've seen that already. They'll have an early warning system of that Cypher utility. I think Chronicle just moments ago faked out the sound on the door to try and bait players into believing that they were still around this area. That's all that they needed, though. A player walking in, the camera's still there for Mini, so they have pretty much everything they need other than the advanced position of Boaster, but that's going to be caught as well. Chronicle now in a 1v4. We've already seen a multitude of clutches going in FNATIC's direction, but this would have to be the best of them, and not really a lot of space for him to deal anything. Even with an aftershock in hand, he can't get back past that trip and just has to give up the round. It will be another for Gentlemates. Hasn't pulled the full rotation just yet. The defense have a lot in terms of their ultimates, though. Both committed, but it doesn't matter. Althea is quicker on the trigger. The only problem now is that timer. 25 seconds to make their way onto the site. The defense is fully rotated in, but the nade should deny any potential for aggression. That post plant will be had, and as said, that's always where FNATIC are the most fierce.
That it is. Kayak's up close this time, though. Well, never mind. That's not a problem at all. In fact, it's a problem for Gentlemates. Molly forces them forward into Boaster. We got from FNATIC. Maybe the defense, but a bit of attack never hurt anybody. Oh my word! Alpha, yeah! My eyes are glued to the map, seeing Kayak flank with 2 players, thinking that's going to change the round, but Jesus, relax, man. There's the flank, yeah, nice shots. Let's see what else Alpha's got in the chamber.
I believe he might be the only man we need to watch at this stage. Nonetheless, some aggression.
There he goes.
It's another one for Alpha. Well, Kayak's going to put it to bed. Looking at Althea also having a judge, and Kayak, he's looking to brawl.
That he is. He's lost his head for his trouble, though. Now mates come in, overwhelm the site, and Chronicle is out relatively scot-free. That's not an ideal place to go for the reload. Boaster's got heaven control. Molly to stop them re-aggressing and buy some time so he can stay in heaven while his teammates get ready for this retake. Stun probably what they're waiting for here on Chronicle. In fact, he's just going out. Chronicle's looking for a fight. Yeah, so Chronicle breach entry is what they were waiting for. He's fired the gun and the race is on, and it's over. Just like that, finish line.
There needs to be a gear shift.
Well, the winner of this is going to fit.
Yeah, there's an aftershock there.
But yeah, just for you guys at home, you don't survive if you're inside the aftershock. So just
I want to see his impression of that round.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get it with quite the same gusto.
Still, Kayak has a showstopper, and that, in essence, can be enough. There's one with a nade.
What?
I've seen this one before.
Yeah, and he had a lot less help.
He was expected, but it doesn't matter. Still going to be able to find the kill. Trade back. Showstopper has been used, and there's another one. It is falling apart once again. Mini now left to try and clutch this one out, but they know where he is. Already utility being sent through, but the defuse has been stopped. Unable to hold on to it, at least for now, continuing to just try and spam on, but already Tahabi needs some kills, and Kayak, who guessed it? He'll be the... Chronicle's still within the site. There's plenty of FNATIC players here, but he is stuck in the mud. You'd think he'd be dead by now, and finally Zipan's managed to put him in his grave. And while everything seems to be going the way of that attack side, Alfia was left as a lone defender on the other side of the map. Now, he is one off a tour de force. So in reality, he'll have an op next round no matter what. So he could give it a go.
He could. The risk of giving them the op, but swap over to the rifle. Reload as well. They certainly know where he is. The cam confirms it, and Kadavra puts the bullet between the eyes.
From a worse scenario than this is so aggressive, though. So aggressive round the edge of the cage, and maybe the round is right now. The third kill, well, was yoinked by the IGL. That's the IGL tax. But how do you find a way back into this one? I'm looking at Kadavra. He needs another one.
What a round to do it in too, man. For mates, that smoke is not making things easy. Peeking in, you can see nothing. They've got all the info, and well, he did hit him. That's not a missed shot. That won't lower the accuracy rating.
Very swiftly on. as swiftly on as I can. Here we go, Kayak. He is stealing the show! We said, does he have a round left in him? It turns out this is his game, his stage, and well, maybe even a little bit more. He's looking to send Gentlemates packing. It's over. It's done.